Before all of you guys start freaking out and saying that AMC is going to crash, take a step back and understand what is going on. I still believe that AMC is going to at least $100 a share, and if you guys stay till the end of this video, you guys will clearly understand what the market makers are trying to do and how they're trying to steal your shares. So I first want to talk about all this dilution news that a lot of people are talking about and worrying about. And so this article states that AMC climbs 9% as the CEO makes a pledge to not sell any shares that get newly authorized this year. Okay, so yes, there was dilution news this morning. However, if you guys read this news article, the CEO of AMC, his name is Adam Aaron, he does not plan on selling any of his shares. In fact, the article states that he is making a pledge not to sell any shares. And what's actually really interesting and funny, even though it's really not that funny because a lot of AMC shareholders are getting hurt because of this, is the fact that the whole dilution of the 11 million shares that was announced and talked about at the end of April. It is now the beginning of June. So it's very ironic that they are talking about this right now. And in my previous videos, I stated that the more AMC decides to go up in share price, there will unfortunately be news articles and institutions and hedge funds starting to say a lot of bad and negative news about AMC so that they could capitalize on the price moving down. However, in just a few seconds, I'm going to go to the technical analysis of AMC and explain more besides just the news itself and the fact that, the CEO doesn't even want to sell any of his shares. I'm going to go to the technical analysis of AMC and basically explain why I still believe that AMC is going to $100 a share aside from just the news. This article also states that the CEO of AMC said that if the company needs to raise short-term cash, it still has some shares left from a prior authorization. So the dilution that a lot of people are talking about is not even from this year, because as I said, this is old news. This was from April, the end of April, but it's really, again, like I said before, ironic that they are bringing it up right now. And I'm sure all of you guys saw the price action for AMC. You guys saw it go from $60 a share all the way down to $40 a share, and I think it even went just a little bit lower than that, and now it is starting to rise more. And so again, when I go to the technicals, you guys will see why I still believe AMC is going to $100, just like how GameStop had the same exact price action, and then it ended up going not only to $100, not only to $200, but it went to $400 a share and even a little bit higher than that. And if you guys want to know the exact share amount that the CEO of AMC is not going to be selling, it is going to be 500 million shares. So he will not sell in 2021 any of the 500 million shares because that is just, as the article states, his pledge. And this is an extremely big deal, guys. You can't just, as a CEO, say all of these things and then not go on your word. So the CEO is definitely going to act as he says, which is why I personally believe that whatever happened today in the morning, I think that was completely out of proportion. I think it was a lot of people just really, panic selling, and then it ended up dramatically selling. And also, one of the things that I want to talk about is, yes, AMC does have retail traders owning 80% of AMC. And again, guys, this is why you guys need to be subscribed and watch the videos daily about AMC, because one of the things that I said in my previous video was that AMC, yes, has 80% of retail traders, and I said that it would be beneficial for AMC to get more institutions, right? Not just Vanguard and BlackRock, but we need more institutions actually. And at first, this might sound like a bad thing, but one of the things that happens with retail traders, unfortunately, is they start panicking very fast, okay? Very, very fast. And I'm sure that we all saw that today. It was not just institutions, because institutions only own altogether no more than 20%. So the sell off that you guys saw today was not actually with the majority of institutions. It was more of the retail traders, which is unfortunate. But again, this is why, in my previous videos, I stated that it would be better to have more institutions. But regardless, the price will still go up with or without the institutions, because the retail traders will get this stock back up to $70 a share. And then from there, I think that it is going to have so much momentum that it will continue to go to $100 per share. And then this was the news that came out today. So this was the dilution that a lot of people were panicking about. This was the AMC files to sell 11 million shares. Stock immediately tanks. Well, yes, this news is true. However, this news was already known all the way at the end of April. So again, I do not know why they are trying to repeat it right now. On the bright side though, this article does state that AMC said it plans to use the money from the stock sale for general corporate purposes, which may include paying down existing debt and acquiring theater assets. Now, one thing I want to say, guys, is that AMC does not have the best balance sheet, right? They do not expect guidance to be raised for next year or even, I think, in 2022 as well. I don't think they expect guidance to be raised for 2022 either. Okay, so this sale was actually phenomenal for AMC because they do have a lot of debt, guys. And AMC got very lucky. The CEO and just the company itself got very lucky that they now have the ability to pay off debt. And I think one of the reasons why the CEO of AMC is actually making so many connections between him and the retail traders is because the retail traders have really helped him and his company, obviously pay down debt. And from this point, guys, when this all starts to unfold and the debt starts going away, AMC will officially be one of those stocks, in my opinion. And remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but I believe that AMC will be one of those stocks where you will see it stabilized at $36 a share, meaning that that would be the lowest of the lows that it would go to. Like, it would be practically impossible for it to go lower than $36 a share. So that would be the ultimate support level. And one of the reasons, again, why I believe that is because with the less debt that AMC has, then their fundamentals and their balance sheet starts to become much better. And obviously, with a much better balance sheet, this will be one of those stocks that people will actually invest in for the long term. And therefore, this will again help the momentum for AMC traders and long term holders. And obviously, this will help the momentum traders in AMC right now and even help the AMC long term holders that are holding AMC right now. And so, for the technical analysis of AMC, again, as I said, guys, the only thing that I am looking at is the volume. I am not looking at RSI and I'm not looking at MACD anymore because unfortunately, those indicators simply will not work and they do not work when there are instances of squeezes, short squeezes, and even gamma squeezes, okay? Those are irrelevant. So in my opinion, they do not work. However, when I was buying it right around here, that is when I actually did use the RSI and MACD. So in instances like that, it would actually be beneficial to use technical indicators. But for right now, guys, when we're all the way up here, it really doesn't matter. Okay, guys, so let's talk about what happened this morning. So it went all the way from $72 a share, almost 73, and then went all the way back down to $35 a share or 36 if you want to round that. And then we see that there's one massive red candle right here. And so the current price is $47.86. And I was actually buying it right around here because I thought that the sell off today was just too dramatic. And yes, I'm still adding to my position, even though I was a buyer right around here at $5 a share. That is just because, again, like I said, I believe that AMC is going to $100 a share. And so for the sell off that happened today, I thought that it was a perfect buying opportunity. Now, one of the things for the more short term, which I wouldn't really look at it in the short term because, again, my goal personally is $100 a share. But if you guys want to know what could happen in the short term specifically, I think that AMC will start to base around here, meaning that we will have times where we start bouncing back and forth, back and forth. And then again, there will be some momentum, and then the volume will start increasing substantially, similar to how we've had a massive increase in green volume bars. And again, volume determines price action. I'm only going to be looking at volume as my technical indicator because, as I said, RSI and MACD or any other indicator that you guys might be using probably will not work. Again, you just have to see, is the momentum there? And if not, that is probably going to be the time when AMC decides to fall to support. However, when you see the volume increasing, that is probably going to be the time when AMC bounces all the way up to resistance. And right now, guys, the resistance is $50 a share. Actually, it's a 49.56. As soon as it breaks above 49.56, this stock will go back, in my opinion, to $56 a share. From $56 a share, it needs to go all the way up to 61.70. Those are my price targets in the short term, but again, I believe that there will be an even more substantial move for AMC at $100 a share, because what I think is happening is the exact same thing that happened with GameStop. And let's see, so 49.60, then 56.73. So 49.60 and 56.73. Those are the two resistances. Then we will get to the ultimate resistance, which will be 61.70. And then from there, I think that this base will transform to this base, and then we will start basing right here. We will bounce back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then we will break out finally, and we will go all the way to $100 a share. Now again, guys, I'm going to end the video here. These are all just my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.